Had a pretty good time today training. Again, same theme as yesterday. I did not get as much in training that I would like to have done in the day, but I can only find so much time to do all this. I only really wish that I was able to do more agility that I did for the first time a couple days ago. I was able to do it very briefly off camera. And I think just thinking about it often brings out a lot of improvements. So I'm very excited to try it. Hopefully I'll be able to do it tomorrow. And hopefully you'll be able to see it and see the amount of improvement I've done. So the hanging, very important for the grip, aligning the spine, and overall just a good balancing factor within the body. Here doing the developing legs routine for Mito Portal. Every time I do it, I seem to get a little bit better in my movement quality through the practice. Wasn't really able to drive a lot of tension through the legs, unfortunately, but the movement quality increase should compound the more times I do it. Had some fun doing some flares. The grass here is much softer than any kind of inside or man-made floors. I'm glad I can do one round. It's a start. Hopefully once I really master one, I'll be able to add more beautiful air flares to the one, which will be the base. So here's a good stretch, coordination, a lot of multiple things that are good for the shoulders, the shoulder joint, shoulder health, the shoulder windmill. Very important. Do it without weights, do it with weights. Overall, really great. And if you are inspired at all to move and improve, to have a vigorous lifestyle up until your last day of training, like, comment, and subscribe would really help out. Almost at 1,000. So just at the end of today, I just did some stretching because I was a little pressed on time. I could have done some more, but the day kind of ended up a little quicker than I would want it to, and that's all I got done. So this single-legged split squat, very important. And I'm doing a little different variation where I do it on the toes instead of the front foot on the heels. And this side seemed a little bit worse, so I had to drop the weight near on the last repetition. And overall, this is very good for athleticism and mobility. Now I'm just doing a single arm hang. This is just to really bolster the grip and the shoulder. The shoulder gets put through a good amount of stretch when you're doing this kind of position. It gets a good stretch, and I think it really fortifies the joint and its integrity. So if you're able to hang from one hand, you're doing pretty good. And maybe try to do some one-armed hangs, build some control in the scapula, which is your shoulder blade. Now, it's a little awkward for me because I'm having to use a good amount of energy just to hold myself off of the ground. I think the best way I found out was just to cross my legs and then hold one of my legs. It kind of closes the chain of my body and holds me all in place. So if you guys have any tips, how I could work through this short hanging bar, that'd be pretty helpful. And I just finished off with one of the moves I really want to get, so I'm kind of doing it as often as I can and recover from the middle splits. I'm able to get the calves to the ground almost every day. Actually, pretty much every day for the last good amount of time. So I'm pretty happy with it. And I think if I just keep this up within about a month or a year, I'll just be able to have the middle splits just as well as I've mastered the front splits.